Hey there guys, good evening. Bill McMillan here with you on NDWX.com, 7:15 Wednesday evening as we record this video update for you, and it's been a wet one across central portions of the Ohio Valley on into the eastern portions of the Ohio Valley today. A lot of rain gauges picking up anywhere between 3/4 and 1.5 inches of rain. You factor in some of the snow melt, some of the ice melt, and creeks and streams are certainly running higher than normal across a large portion of Indiana and Ohio on into southeastern portions of Michigan as well. Off to the northwest, it's been a snow situation. Heavy snow reported from Chicago on points north and west, and that's just the beginning of what will be a much more winter-like and colder time of things as we go through the next 10 days as a whole. 24-hour temperature change shows this cold air moving in behind the cold front. That's sweeping off to the east, and we're going to notice temperatures falling this evening into the overnight on into the low and mid-20s across central portions of the state. Wind chill values will be much colder than this. Off to the northwest, temperatures will dip into the upper teens for overnight lows as we get set to head out the door on Thursday morning. A little bit of light snow can be expected as this precipitation heads off to the east, but this is not going to be a big deal. The bigger story will be the colder air building in and some upper-level energy arriving with the true punch of Arctic air. This is the first of a series of Arctic fronts that will blow through. Thursday afternoon, we'll notice more widespread coverage of snow showers and a couple of embedded snow squalls. Now, this is not going to be some sort of uniform accumulating snow event, but if you find yourself under one of these heavier snow bursts or snow squalls, expect to quickly whiten up the ground Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. That comes and goes, and that's a lake effect show across the snow belt, northern and northeastern portions of Indiana. The second of a series of disturbances arrives Friday evening, Friday night, and will overspread central Indiana with some light snow during that time frame. As we look ahead, this theme of much colder temperatures and really, guys, a chance of some snow every other day, given the pattern, will continue into next week. That first system, as we mentioned, comes and goes. The second one arrives Friday into early Saturday. Perhaps a more robust system comes in here for the tail end of the weekend with a more widespread light accumulating snow chance. And then our attention turns to this guy. As he dives off to the southeast, it's going to have the potential of a moderate burst of snow as we go through the early portion of the new work week, and that's going to be followed by the coldest air so far this season. Dangerously cold, potentially record-breaking cold air looms as we go into early and middle portions of next week. So we're now taking a look at the European ensemble upper air pattern. As we put this into motion, notice we have a series of Arctic intrusions coming in here as we wrap up the week and head into early portions of next week. The big one, and the one that has our attention, for the potential of some dangerously cold conditions, arrives in that Tuesday-Wednesday time frame. Essentially, the European ensemble says the polar vortex splits and finds itself over the Great Lakes region during that time frame. If that is the case, a severe period of cold air looms early to mid next week. We're talking overnight lows of, in the double digits below zero across central Indiana, including Indianapolis. Highs 0 to 5 degrees above. Wind chill values 30, potentially 40 degrees below zero. So something certainly that has our attention. This is not some sort of fluke model run, I don't think. There's been a trend over the past several days for this kind of look. This is likely to be preceded by an accumulating snow event as well during the early parts of next week, though operational model guidance will continue to kind of struggle with the specifics with that. Just know in the overall sense, when you're talking about the polar vortex usually coming down here and setting up shop over the Great Lakes, that's usually going to spawn some sort of more important or significant type storm system just ahead of it. So we're keeping a very close eye on that Sunday night through Tuesday night time frame, and then lingering effects on into the middle part of next week. Guys, that'll do it for the evening update. A lot to continue to look at and dissect as we go through the next few days. We'll be here to do that. In the meantime, stay warm. Keep the reports coming if you do see some snow over the next couple of days, and we'll talk with you soon on NDWX.com.